Did you really think I was that down? But I've been knowing for a while now. I was just trying to tune it out.
What's going on, world? It's your boy Wes. So I wanted to do this video real quick. Oh, before I do that, like this video, click the thumbs up, and subscribe if you aren't already subscribed. It would be cool to get to 100 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers before August. August 11th is my birthday, so that would be amazing if we can do that. So definitely subscribe and get your friends to subscribe. But I wanted to dissect, not tomorrow yet, no tomorrow yet. I wanted to dissect that video because my first review video that I did was completely scatterbrained. It was all over the place. It was a lot of emotions. And yeah, I mean, that's how I get when discussing The Walking Dead or watching The Walking Dead. And even at work today, I was getting one of my coworkers to understand the importance of watching The Walking Dead. If you're not currently watching The Walking Dead, then your life is not complete. So I need all of you guys to get some completeness in your life and watch The Walking Dead. But before I dig into the dissection that I want to do with this particular video, I want to do shout outs real quick. So I'm going to do the shout outs because I told you that I would fucking do the shout outs. So let's get to the shout outs. First and foremost, let's start from the beginning and work all the way down. I want to give a shout out to Christy, ENJ. I want to know why was Carol baking them damn cookies? We're going to talk about that. I want to give a shout out to Haitian Sensation, Alexia and Lacey Jones, Sib. I'm pretty sure Morgan was welding a prison cell towards the end of the episode. He looked like he was building cell bars. I want to give a shout out to I Am Johnny's Girl. I'm sorry, I am with Morgan. Rick should not test Morgan, telling him if he wants to stay, blah, blah, blah. Nobody knows who Negan is or how many there are of these people. Bad planning, if you ask me. The Wolfman said we watched you before we attacked. Rick is a little cocky to think that they can walk in there and kill without some payback. I wanted to cry when I seen Glenn kill a human. Ugh, I don't know. Maggie and Carol have got to get out of this. These love stories, come on now, and my A Connection TV voice. Okay. Kanisha T. Kenny Velasquez, to be honest, I think Maggie is going to die because it just makes sense story-wise, and the actress has cut her hair short, which wouldn't make sense continuity-wise. She's also moved on to other projects, the boy. Cheryl F. David Hines, a couple seasons ago, I was done with Gabriel and I was excitedly anticipating Morgan's return. Oh, how times have changed. Kaya Loves Hair, Denise Turner, Lady Rock C, Right, Girl Gone Bad, April Tiff, Reggie Williams, Angela G, Raquel, DRGM 1982. I think Negan is going to kill Glenn. Glenn is going to die for Maggie. CJ Turner, Christy, ENJ again. The One Black Man. Wes, breathe. Is this really how you watch the show when you're not filming it? You are hilarious. I thought you were about to burst out with a high-pitched scream and then cry. I'm glad you're okay, man. Listen, this is the only show that gets me that way, right? Adopting similar connections to spot our differences. Acronym Ask Dodd. Nasty D-I-C-K. Heather Gibson. Carly fan. Amazingly dark episode. Glenn making his first human kill was so hard to watch. I am freaking out about Carol and Maggie, and I watched just the way you did. Screaming at my TV. Gabriel was giving bullets and last rites. Carol seems on the verge of breakdown because she just has never really grieved all the deaths. Tobin is probably going to die. anyway, but yes, the Carol fans are disappointed. But at least Carol had someone comforting her for once. Here's the scary thing. I think Negan is going to show up the last 5 minutes of episode 16, and we won't know who died until next season, which will be excruciating. By the way, I think Morgan is building a cell to actually hold people, and I have been saying Maggie for a while is going to die because she was crying on the Actors Studio interview. Love you, Wes. Alyssa Clark, you are the best, Wes. I am worried about Carol and Maggie. I don't want any of them to die. Tunes242, Antonio Jackson, yes, it's like that. George Wong, Lex Jers, Chaz the Spaz, Nasia Bree, 15, NYC Chocolate 7777. Yes, boo, as always, excellent review. I was on the edge of my seat the whole episode, indeed. Shay Hendricks, Bernie and Willie and Steffi. Listen, thank y'all so much. That was like a 5-minute shout out. Wow. Thank you guys so much for leaving the comments. I really do appreciate it. Yes, I get that way when watching The Walking Dead. I actually cry a lot when watching The Walking Dead. I am a grown man who cries when watching The Walking Dead. There are a couple reasons why I'm so invested heavily into watching The Walking Dead religiously. Like it's my TV faith, if you will. Number one, the diversity of the show. There are so many races represented on The Walking Dead that it allows me to, it makes me feel and breathe reality in today's world. I can relatively connect myself with each and every person that walks on the screen. Number two, longevity of characters that are phenomenally played by people that know what the hell they're doing. The acting is phenomenal, and I'm just so invested in each character because when you think about Glenn, Glenn is Glenn, Rick is Rick, Maggie is Maggie, and Carol is Carol. Okay, Melissa McBride has made a like an interesting, like I'm trying to think of the words to say, but her transformation from damsel in distress to kill before being killed to now regretting and feeling and grieving, like Carly fan said, for all of the deaths and just life in itself, and feeling like, is this really going to be at the end? And then you get from Rick, from the beginning, waking up from being knocked out unconscious and waking up from his coma to realizing where he is and trying to be the right guy, the righteous guy, to leading to now like vigilant, to Gabriel, to Glenn. Oh my God. And then number three, the writing of this show is by far just absolutely the best. Okay? So number one, relativity. Number two, the acting. Number three, the script. There is no show on TV that can touch The Walking Dead. Now, I want to start dissecting shit, right? Because I kind of feel like Kimball and all of these producers are fucking with us, right? If you haven't read the comic book, then you might want to turn this video off. Although I'm not going to give away what happens on the show, we're going to dissect some things that happens in the comics. And I'm just going to say this. Andrea and Rick are a love item, like they're in love, in the comic books. So, that's not the fucking case. Andrea died long time ago on the show, but in the comic books, she's alive and well, even dealing with Negan's ass. And her and Rick are the couple. So, the comics are different than the show, okay? So what I discussed may not necessarily happen on the show, but I feel that we need to go dive a little deeper, right? So, Carol. Where is Carol at right now? I think Carol does hold the weight of the world on her shoulders, but I think Carol is tired of doing it. I think she's really, really tired of doing it. And so much so that she wants everyone around her to feel some sort of normalcy, to get a hint of what life used to be like. And when she thinks about Sam's death, and she thinks about everyone that has died leading up to this point where they are weeks after the turn of events where the episode 9 happened, she wants to find her humanity. She wants to find a sense of happiness. And so she bakes the cookies. They're running low on food. She goes out and scavenges for acorns, and she makes beet and acorn cookies. She's tired. She's exhausted. How much more fight does she have in her? We haven't seen her for like 2 episodes leading up to this, so she hasn't cared to involve herself in anything up until now. She's tired. And the way that they showed her on this episode leads me to believe that she's almost out. She's almost done. She's cooked. That's what I'm feeling. Although in the comics, she's alive. So it's like, I don't know where we're going with Carol's character and her role. You know? Her defending Maggie was a bad choice, I believe. Because Carol's smarter than that. I don't know why she did that. She's smarter than that, because even when she took over the cannibal hold, she surveyed the whole facility. Like a Navy SEAL, like a Marine. She surveyed the whole facility. So you mean to tell me you hear this alarm going off? You hear this alarm going off and you're not going to protect yourself? You're not gonna, like, I just felt like that was off. That was an off play by Carol, and I don't think it was smart. It just was not smart. Her trying to protect Maggie, I get it, but at the same time, Maggie is a grown female. If she wants to do that, she's going to do it. Point blank and period. Like I feel that Maggie feels like she has to prove herself because she's the one that created this deal in the first place, or cemented this deal with Gregory, so she feels she has to own up to it, have some kind of part in it. So I think Carol is at a crossroads where she's just trying to find that balance of a happy life and the violent life that she's living. And I just hope that it doesn't get her killed. Abraham is a loose cannon. I mean, the episode before this one, he laid there and allowed this dude to strangle him for more than a minute. Like, he's a loose cannon. I don't know what the vagina has on him, but it has a strong hold, and it's allowing him to be weak. It's allowing him not to be able to fend off a dude so that he can't grab the fucking alarm. He's sitting here thinking about Sasha and looking at Sasha when he should be having Sasha's back and the whole crew's back. And it's because of his unable mind to let go of the black vagina. Just to let go of Sasha. This whole thing switched. It turned on them. Abraham in the beginning was annoying. I called him red hair. And then once he went on the side of Rick, I was feeling him. I understood him, and I welcomed him. But now it's like we're just like all of this could have been avoided. All of this could have been avoided had Abraham had Sasha's back the way that he was supposed to. I think Sasha is a badass girl. Like, she is fierce. She is vigilant. She is unwavering. But she wants to stay alive. Sasha realizes what she has to do to stay alive. I am all here for Sasha. I really am. Although she couldn't fight off the dude and save everyone, stop the guy from doing the fire alarm. But I'm here for Sasha. I appreciate Sasha. I don't want Sasha and Abraham to get together. I really don't. Because it's coming out of what? Their excursions together? whatever. I don't want to see Sasha and Abraham together. I would appreciate it if Sasha did not do that to Rosita. So Sasha needs to stop. Rosita needs to get over Abraham. Leave Abraham alone. She's crying. She's hurt. But I love the fact that she went from crying like a damsel in distress to being hardcore when it's time to fight and do what they needed to do. Rosita is a bad chick. Sasha, Rosita, Carol, and Michonne need to go off on whoever these chicks are. They are bad broads, okay? So I'm really loving Rosita. I'm really loving Sasha. Eugene needs to find himself. I'm glad Eugene didn't go. But he's in Alexandria, and I really don't understand what he's going to do there either. But I'm glad that he fought the zombies when he fought the zombies. So Eugene, cool. Carl just got shot in the eye. We need to end this season off with Carl being a badass young man. Carl needs to kill about 15 people before this season is over. That's what I want Carl to do. And if he doesn't kill 15 people, fine. But he needs to save someone. He needs to be a hero. He needs to be bad enough. Because he got beat up last half season by Ron and almost eaten by zombies. By the girl that was holding, I can't remember her name. Jessie. Her. So I want Carl to be brave. I want Carl to be ruthless. It's about damn time that Carl is ruthless. Period. Enid, I can care less about her. I don't care about Enid. There's nothing for me. There's nothing, no. Carol's love interest, I thought his name was Pete, but Carly fan said Tobin. So whatever his name is, the one that ate the cookies, needs to take care of Carol. I don't necessarily think he's going to die, but I just want him to be that positive energy for Carol. Carol needs that now. She really does, and I'm happy that she's finding it. Denise and Tara. Tara's gonna die. I think Tara is gonna die. I think Tara is going to die. Denise is past this point in the comics. There's actually 2 doctors in the comics, and Denise is like the main one. But Denise lasts in the comics. I don't think Tara is gonna last. I think she's going to die. She's not gonna be able to hear the words "I love you" from Denise. I think Tara is going to die. Aaron. I still don't know when Aaron's boyfriend left. When did Aaron's boyfriend leave the scene? I'm lost with that. I don't know what season that was. I don't know what episode that was. But we don't see Aaron's boyfriend anymore. Did I miss something? Can someone let me know what's going on with that? Who do I want to talk about? Michonne. Michonne lasts all throughout the comics, but Michonne has another love interest in the comics. It's not Rick. So I'm glad that that's a major difference in the comics. Michonne is hooking up or flirting with Ezekiel, who seems to be another. I don't want to ruin the thing for y'all, but Ezekiel is apparently a badass in the comics, and that's who Michonne, flirts with. At the point that I left off in the comics, they were flirting. But Ezekiel helps in the whole process with the whole Negan situation. So we'll see how that comes out, and even if Ezekiel will come to exist. But it's I will find it very interesting how they decide to put Ezekiel's mate in the show. Maybe it's going to be a dog with Ezekiel. And if you read the comics, you'll know what I'm talking about. But I don't think that they're going to do what's in the comics with Ezekiel and his character if they bring the kingdom to The Walking Dead. I know y'all like, what the heck is West? What is West talking about? But anyways, I don't want Michonne to die. I think Michonne has too much invested in the show to die. Beth, I get it. Herschel, I didn't get it then, but I get it. Michonne can't die. Like, she can't. She can't die. I wouldn't get that. And especially with Michonne, Rick, and Carl coming together as a trinity with Judith as a family, one of the most beautiful things that they could ever done on television. It was just authentic and natural and right. It's like the definition of what courtship should be. For me, I can't see Michonne dying. I just can't see them doing that. That would be the dumbest fucking thing that they could ever do. Rick can't go anywhere. Rick is the lead, period. In all things, Walking Dead leads to Rick. He can't go anywhere, so I'm not worried about Rick. I'm worried about him losing his hand, though, because he loses a hand in the comics. I don't want him to lose a fucking... Can you imagine Rick losing a hand on the TV show? Like, what is he doing with that hand gone? What is he going to do? Judith needs to grow up. Judith needs to grow up. Yes, she does. I want her to start carrying a gap. But let's get back to Rick real quick, because Rick is not the governor. I'm tired of people calling Rick the governor. He's not the governor. He just wants to protect his people. From a sane human point of view, he wants to protect his people. Everyone needs to fucking listen to Rick. This is not and he treated it like a democracy when he had the conversation in the church. But my thing is, this should not be a democracy. Every season where Rick has had a plan, we all went against Rick's plan and people have died. Every single season. So now we have an opportunity for us to finally listen to Rick, and it all goes off without a hitch. Until Morgan wants to protest in the church. Nobody listens to Morgan because Rick has always been right. Rick is living in his truth. Rick is a fucking leader. He still wants to bring people in and be kind to people, but he does not want to lose anyone else. And if everyone would have followed the plan, we would have been fine. If Carol would have followed the plan, we would have been fine. That extra person could have been partnered with Abraham and Sasha. That could have saved this whole situation. Really could have. Really could have. Oh my God. And if honestly, well, Maggie was supposed to sit out there by herself, but oh my God, if everyone would just listen to Rick, we would be fine. Rick is gonna and feel a lot of hurt because Maggie and Carol are taken. But I don't think Carol is gonna let shit slide. I really don't. I really want to say that Carol is gonna best these two chicks. That's what I'm hoping. Although they presented Carol to be real feeble in this last episode, I'm hoping that she can muster up enough energy to whoop their motherfucking asses. But that's just me thinking too highly of the situation that they're in, because someone is going to die before this show is over. We've heard Denai talk about it. We've heard Andrew Leakin talk about it. We've heard Sasha talk about it. We've heard Lauren Cohan talk about it. And apparently she cried on some interview. So it's either, I'll get to that point afterward. But I'm here for everything that Rick has done. He's only proven himself. And he's here for the people, period. Glenn. One of the hardest moments watching that episode was watching Glenn kill someone, or having his emotions that he conveyed while killing someone. Like, it was the worst thing on the face of this earth to do. It amazes me that even everything that he's gone through, it amazes me that he can still feel that way toward humanity. How the governor sliced off Herschel's head, he can still feel that way toward humanity. It boggles my mind. It really, really does. But he does not want to kill anyone. Even after the wolves came through and demolished 70% of Alexandria's population for no fucking reason, with butcher knives, hatchets, and axes, Heath and Glenn cannot kill people. And so that scene where he killed in their sleep, it irked my nerves watching it. He's a phenomenal Stephen Yen is a phenomenal actor. But it killed me watching him do that. but he needed to do that. Even seeing the Polaroids of what the saviors did to those people, bashing their heads out and letting the brains out on the floor. They took pictures of people that they killed. Those people deserved it. Glenn needed to do that. Glenn should not have allowed Maggie to come on this trip. She's pregnant. She's pregnant. Glenn is not going to let anything happen to Maggie. He's going to fight tooth and nail to get Maggie back. We all know this. Glenn is a fighter now. We know this. Glenn can kick ass. We know this. But is he any match for Negan? Hell to the fuck no. Everything that Negan does in the comics leads me to believe that he literally can wipe out the whole fucking entire Alexandria if he wants to. That's how badass Negan is in the comics. But for me, Glenn is going to give up an appropriate fight. Okay? Morgan. I think Morgan was building that jail for himself. I think that's why he was crying. I think he's going to trap himself in the jail. But then he's obviously going to come out because Negan is going to come to Alexandria one way or another. But I think he was building that jail cell for him. I don't think he was building it for other. I can't see them housing people. I don't know. Maybe he was building it for other people because he really thinks that Rick is going to house people in Alexandria. I don't know. But Rick is not going to do that. Rick is not going to do that. I can't for the life of me understand why these people like Glenn, Heath, and Morgan exist after everything that they've seen. I don't get it. I don't get it, because you can still have a humane disposition but still protect yourself and be smart. I don't get Morgan. And Morgan is the new Gabriel for me. Let's talk about Gabriel. I have nothing bad to say about this man. His faith is strong. Religion holds truth in a lot of people's hearts. I'm not denouncing that whatsoever. But it comes to a point where you have to believe in what you see in front of you and what is going to happen to you and what you want and what you don't want as far as life versus death. Then faith, which I mean, honestly, if you really have faith in your religion, if you really have honest faith in your religion, no, but I don't know. I can't say that either, because I was speaking to someone that believes in Christianity earlier today, and he was like, Gabriel should have allowed himself to be killed a long time ago, because if he really has faith in his religion, he'll know where he's going. But then in my mind, I'm like, no human wants to die. No human wants to die. Like, what? But then again, that's a whole nother conversation, and I'm not here for it. But what I will say that I'm here for is the fact that Gabriel can still say that he is a priest, but he still wants to protect the people that he cares about and himself. I think a human should have the right to do that. The right to bear arms? Yes, indeed. I think that he should be afforded that right. So I'm all here for Gabriel. And I was screaming at the possibility of Gabriel passing. Like, what? No, we can't do that. And we're not going to do that. Like, what? Who am I forgetting? Maggie, I think... did I talk about Maggie? If I did talk about Maggie, well, let me save her till the end. Jesus, Jesus. This is vital in the comics, and he's vital now. I like Jesus. I think he's definitely a member that they need. Definitely a member that they need. I like Jesus. So I'm here for Jesus, right? Wow. Oh, did I dissect everyone? Daryl. Daryl's not going to die. Daryl's not going to die. He's not. He's not going to die. The people that I think are... Daryl is that dude. Like, Daryl's not going to die. I don't think Daryl is going to die. I think I need to update my list. I don't even remember the people that I said are going to die. But I think Maggie's going to die. I think if someone was going to die, I think Maggie is going to be the one that gets the bat to the face from, like, Lucille. I think Lauren Cohan is going to die. She's been doing extra stuff. She's been in movies, doing different things. I think Maggie is going to die. And I think that's going to turn Glenn, that's going to turn Glenn inside out. I don't think Carol is going to die. I don't think Carol is going to die. But if Maggie doesn't die, okay. Here's my new 5, and I don't even know, I can't even remember what I said before, but it's like it changes every episode. Maggie, Tara, Abraham, Carol, Gabriel. Those my 5. Yeah. Those my 5. Can we make mention of the fact that they went in like SWAT to this facility though? Rick had it his way and they went in like SWAT. They had the zombie head, fooled them. The guy went in, they killed the first guy. All 14, 15, 17 of them came up, swooped the guy, cleaned the situation, walked away. Then the other guy brought the dude out, didn't even realize that his buddy was missing, and then Michonne stuck the sword right in them, killed him, swiped, gone. They went in quiet, covert, guns, ready to go. It was fucking, I was on the edge of my seat, but then once the alarm went off, and everybody was paired up, the way they did the editing, how they was busting through the doors, I'm thinking that one of the two are going to shoot each other, and I'm like, oh my God. When Glenn and Heath ran from the bullets and were bucking, and then they both sat there, oh, I'm about to get excited. Oh, okay. They both sat in front of the door and just both together because they wanted to survive. Oh my God. I couldn't get enough. I could not get enough of this episode. Oh my God. I think the two females are Negan's wives or assistants. Negan has wives in the comics. I can't see Carl befriending Negan on the show. I just can't see it. I can't see it. And it's not like they become like besties, but the camaraderie that I can't see Carl doing that. Who did I forget? I want to know what you guys think. I want to know what you guys are feeling. Leave your comments below the videos. Wow, so many people. So many people are voting for Trump. It's ridiculous. Anyways, I'm Wesley from A Connection TV, the network. Please let me know what you guys thought about this particular dissecting video. And leave comments. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys for all the constant support. Deuces.
Do some extra things.
Okay. So this is completely like your site. Like it's not ran through a third party.
No.
This is your site launched by you.
It's launched by me, created by me.
And you have actual
Beats. Break.